Ireland, Greece, and Spain are all having big financial troubles, like going bankrupt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the PIIGS countries? You know, Portugal, Italy, Ireland, Greece, and Spain.
Okay.
So, we ready?
All right.
Okay. Now again, this is Jarban from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you about the economy. Now, the PIIGS countries, Portugal, Italy, Ireland, Greece, and Spain, are going through a lot of financial difficulties right now. So we're talking to some investors about their ideas about European investments. Now, sir, we understand that you're quite the investor. What do you think of the PIIGS countries?
I think the PIIGS country is Greece and the other countries that you named. I can't remember right now. but that company is the PIIGS company right now, and those two. Greece is. But I think over there right now, the best thing is the GTX oil from Australian oil, and that would be good to bring the booming economy back together in the foreign exchange.
Okay, now you mentioned about foreign exchange. With all the heavy troubles that Greece is having with their heavy debt levels, do you see the euro possibly having a lot of troubles ahead due to the troubles that Greece are having?
I think so it is. I think the euro going to have a very big central problem on that part of Greece and all them other countries and stuff like that, a few of them, because of the euro, how down it's going compared to the English pound.
So in closing, what's your 6 to 12 month outlook for European investments?
My second experiment for the European TV is I think it's going to is the best booming thing to get into a lot of stock exchange stuff. So that way, like the nano car or something like that, which is going bigger all over the country of Europe. The nano from Tata Nano Motors, it's good to invest in those because they're going to be booming for the future because the gas prices are going to go up skyrocket high.
So in closing, this is Jarban from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you about the economy.
You too.
Okay. Yeah, it's still in my pocket. Okay.
Oh,
Your buddy ran off with the other. Pointed him when you shoot.
You all right? Do you want to stand? You want to stand next to us or not? No.
You want to be in it?
Yeah.
Well, I do want to get like 3 women, so I do need like 3 women.
Yeah. Now or next? Whatever.
Well,
Separate?
how about I get you next, and then you'll be a little more prepared.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay.
Have fun, yeah.
So are we recording? And again, this is Jarban from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you about the economy. Now, we're having some tough times in Europe with the PIIGS countries. Portugal, Italy, Ireland, Greece, and Spain. They're all going through some heavy financial troubles, and that's pushing hard down on the European economy and the European currency. Now, sir, what do you think about European investments due to these PIIGS nations causing so much trouble?
I think we can all learn from each other. I think if you look at us here in the States, in the U.S., not including Australia, mate, but if you look in the U.S., you will see there's been a dichotomy of trouble. And a lot of times what we invest in, Portugal, the other countries, sometimes we'll look at it and they say, well, hell, the U.S. has done pretty well. Maybe we should throw a little dough there too. But what ends up happening is probably losses across the line. It's a global economy right now. So I think we've got to all open up. If we could share information, I don't know, man, it'd be really cool. Or we could go back to basics and just trade. Trade for goods, you know, silver and furs. That'd be nice too. We'll see.
Now, with all this trouble that Europe is having, give me something.
Well, yeah, you know, Greece, man. I got my friends, the Grecians. I got friends who are from Greece, their families. God bless them. Right now it's tough times, and it's got a beautiful history, and it's always stood tall, and the buildings still do, you know. But the economy going forward is going to be very difficult. People are suffering. I mean, it's deep. And maybe we can share. I mean, I think we could help out. They've always been there. Real natural, unbiased. They haven't harmed anyone else that I know of.
Now, since Germany has talked about some issues, because they have to give so much money to Greece to help bail them out, what's your outlook for Germany and the rest of the European economies because they're bailing out the PIIGS countries?
It's tough. I think Germany, you know, it's always been very much of a heritage and a simplicity, and they're helping out. And I hope just generally that we all are able to work out together, because it's not going to take just Germany helping Greece. It's going to take all of us helping Greece, and then maybe we're helping Germany again. And then, you know what? Maybe those countries are going to come help us. I mean, that's the way it all is. We just need to work together.
Now, what is your outlook for Europe and European investments over the next 6 to 12 months?
European investments, I think, are probably wise, especially if you're traveling out there. If you're going out there and you're getting to know the land, you want to be a part of it, yeah, but it's difficult to speculate from this far.
So in closing, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network, talking to you about the economy. All right, stop that.
I may have been boring on the second one, though.
Busted on. So are we close enough? It seems like we're pretty close.
Okay, I'm ready.
Hey, Pop, you gotta move this way. You're gonna bump into those guys. So again, we good?
Yeah, we're good.
So again, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network, talking to you about the economy. Now we're here talking to some folks about, oh shit, what story are we doing? Again, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network, talking to you about the economy. Now we're talking to folks about the PIIGS countries and investments in Europe, mainly Portugal, Italy, Ireland, Greece, and Spain. So ma'am, we understand that you like to travel to Europe quite a bit. Now what do you think of the PIIGS countries now that they're having all this financial trouble?
Well, everybody's getting laid off and losing their jobs. Well, I think that's kind of wrong, but it's the economy. It's always hard to find jobs. And I always wanted to travel to Europe and check out more about the economy and to learn more about it.
Okay, now with all the troubles that they're having, what's your outlook for European investments, like the tourism companies and stuff like that, since you do a lot of tourism over there?
I can't really answer that because I really don't know about it, but I guess there could be a lot of tourists around, and they want to explore other states and cities and for the economy.
So over the next 6 to 12 months, what's your outlook for European investments and the European economy as a whole?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Over the next 6 to 12 months, what's your outlook for Europe and European economy?
I think there could be better improvement on it, and of the economy. That's all I can say.
Okay, so in closing, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network, talking to you about the economy.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we're good. So I'm doing both of you?
Sure.
All right. All right, let's get into something though. I'll get in the middle, so it's a little easier doing this. Oh man, we need to get in the sun.
Before you start, I want to get the outfit, so don't move away from me.
Okay, so we ready? Okay, we're doing the whole Portugal, Italy, and Greece, all the troubles in Europe. So we ready? And again, this is Jarbon from the Predatory Lending Network, talking to you about the economy. Now, we're having a lot of trouble due to European investments in the PIIGS countries, Portugal, Italy, Ireland, Greece, and Spain. They're all going to heavy financial troubles and they're going bankrupt. So we're talking to folks about investments in Europe and mainly the PIIGS countries. So what do you two think about investments in Europe right now?
I think that no matter where you go, unfortunately, right now, everybody owes China everything. So I'd give us about 2.5 more weeks and then China will own us all.
And you?
I think that we're screwed. The entire world is. Everyone's being owned by Asia. And funny enough, Asia happens to have some of the poorest people in the world in it, as well as some of the richest. So I don't know what to say at this point, but I wouldn't be giving any money away from our country. We don't have any either.
Now, with all the troubles that are going on with Europe, mainly because Greece is going bankrupt and Germany has to step in to bail them out, what do you guys think of investments in Europe? Is this the time to get in and buy low?
Yes, I would. I would. If you have enough money to be able to invest, I would invest in Europe, just because prices are low, and hopefully in 15 years, when China owns us all, that'll be worth something.
It's not a whole lot different than the housing market. You got to hit it while it's low. If you have the money to spend on it, you do it, and then pray that when everything goes back up again, that you make some money off of it.
I agree.
Okay, so in closing, over the next 6 to 12 months, what do you folks see as the potential for the European economy? What do you think that Europe will be doing in the next 6 to 12 months?
I think Europe will probably unify and become a greater country. Same thing, the way that they use the euro to unify all of Europe, they'll probably just turn into one big super country.
I think they'll be exactly where they are right now. I don't think anything will change. Not that fast. Nothing's changing here that fast. I don't think it's going to happen there.
So in closing, this is Jar Bond from the Predatory Lending Network talking to you about the economy. All right, let me get you guys here.